Have you ever asked yourself, why do I feel everything so deeply, even when I don't want to? You smile in public, you keep going, you stay strong for everyone else. But inside, it feels like your soul is carrying weight that no one can see. You feel the room shift when someone's upset. You cry during commercials. You sense things in silence that others ignore. And sometimes, even you don't understand why you're affected so much. You wish you could turn off your heart for just a moment, but it never stops beating with intensity. This is not weakness, this is sensitivity. And it holds a message your spirit is trying to speak to you. You weren't made to be cold. You weren't designed to be numb. Your sensitivity is not an error, it's a signal. It's how your soul processes the world. It's how your inner child still whispers to you when the world gets too loud. When you feel too much, it's often because your heart has stored stories that were never fully heard. Pain that was brushed off. Moments when you were told to get over it before your heart even had a chance to feel it. But emotions that aren't felt don't disappear. They wait. Sometimes what you're feeling isn't just from this season. It's a buildup from years where you didn't have the space or safety to release. You were too busy surviving, being the strong one, fixing everything, taking care of others. And somewhere along the way, you forgot how to let yourself feel without guilt. But today, let's make space for that girl inside you. The one who feels too much, the one who cries easily, the one who senses what others don't say. She doesn't need to be silenced. She needs to be honored. You are not too emotional. You are emotionally alive, and that is sacred. Your tears have meaning. Your body remembers what your mind tries to forget. Anxiety, for many women, is not just a mental issue. It's a soul issue. It's the result of carrying pain that was never processed, boundaries that were never protected, and love that was never safe. And now your system reacts to life with alarms that seem too loud. But they're just trying to keep you safe. Repeat this with me softly in your heart. It's safe to feel. It's safe to feel deeply. I am not broken. I am healing. Let those words settle into you like a warm blanket. Because the truth is, your ability to feel is a divine gift. It allows you to see beneath the surface. It makes you the kind of woman who can comfort others without them saying a word. But who comforts you? That's what this moment is about. This is your permission to take off the mask of strength, to rest, to breathe, to weep if you need to. There's nothing wrong with you. You are not too much. You are carrying too much alone. And it's okay to admit that. Healing begins when honesty becomes louder than shame. You don't have to explain your pain for it to be valid. You don't have to shrink your feelings to make others comfortable. Your emotional depth is not a liability, it's your sacred compass. In a world that praises detachment, your tenderness is rebellion. Your softness is power. And your vulnerability is where your healing begins. Emotional women are not weak, they're warriors of the soul. They've learned to walk through fire while still holding on to their ability to love. But every warrior needs rest. Every heart needs tending. Every soul needs space to breathe again. And that's what you're doing right now. Let this be your invitation to return home to yourself. You are not alone in this journey. There are countless women, just like you, who cry in the bathroom and then walk out with a smile, who love deeply and get hurt easily, who give too much and feel forgotten. But sister, you are not forgotten. Your sensitivity is not a burden. It's the language of your soul asking to be understood. So ask yourself, when was the last time you felt seen, not just for what you do, but for what you carry? When did someone last say, "It makes sense that you feel that way"? If you've never heard that before, let me say it to you now. Your feelings make sense. Your emotions are valid. You are allowed to be tender, even in a hard world. You don't have to become numb to survive. You were born with a sensitive spirit for a reason. You feel deeply because you were meant to love deeply. You carry empathy because the world needs more compassion. But don't forget, your soul needs that same compassion too. You can't pour out forever without filling up. You can't rescue everyone else while ignoring your own cries for help. Let this be your wake-up call. Your heart is worthy of healing too. There is a quiet grief that lives inside many sensitive women, the grief of never being fully understood. You may not have the words to describe it, but you feel it when someone calls you dramatic for crying, or too intense for caring so much. You've learned to apologize for your emotions, to downplay your reactions, to hide the tears before they reach your cheeks. But deep inside, you long for someone to say, "I see you. I understand why you feel everything so deeply. And I want to say that to you now. You are seen. You are understood. You are not crazy. You are just healing in a world that forgot how to feel." Your emotional sensitivity isn't something to fix. It's something to explore. Behind every tear is a truth. Behind every anxiety is a story. Behind every emotional trigger is a part of you that still needs love. And healing doesn't mean you'll stop feeling deeply. It means you'll stop blaming yourself for it. It means you'll start honoring your heart instead of fighting it. Repeat this softly to yourself. I feel deeply because I care. And that's a beautiful thing. You don't have to explain why you're crying. You don't need permission to feel. You don't have to justify your emotions with logic. Feelings are not problems. They're messages. They tell you when something matters. They guide you when something's off. And they lead you back to the parts of yourself that still need care. Your emotions are sacred guides, and your tears, they are prayers your body releases when words are not enough. You are not meant to suppress your heart. You are meant to hold space for it. You are not just a woman who feels too much. You are a woman who listens to the whispers of the soul. And that makes you powerful. Because in a world full of noise, you've kept your inner voice alive. That's courage. That's grace. That's beauty in its truest form. So tonight, as you lie in bed and think about all the things you felt today, the little disappointments, the quiet aches, the silent fears, I want you to hold yourself with tenderness. Place your hand on your chest, breathe in slowly, and say this: I am allowed to be soft. I am allowed to cry. I am allowed to heal in my own time. Let your soul hear those words. Let them echo through the chambers of your heart. You don't have to become hard to protect yourself. You don't have to numb your light to fit into a dark world. You were made to shine as you are. Sensitive, intuitive, deeply alive. Your feelings are your strength, not your shame. And when you stop apologizing for them, you'll begin to feel the freedom of being fully yourself. Some days you'll cry without knowing why. Some nights you'll feel emotions that don't have names. That's okay. Let it be. Let your spirit flow like a river. Trust that it knows where to go. Healing is not a straight line. It's a spiral. You'll revisit old pain, but this time you'll do it with more wisdom, more compassion, more awareness. And every time you do, you reclaim a piece of yourself that trauma tried to erase. You are not weak because you feel. You are strong because you do. Your ability to weep and still walk forward is a miracle. Your sensitivity is not a defect, it's your design. So tonight, when the world quiets down and your thoughts grow loud, speak to yourself gently. Let your inner voice be the one that loves you most. Say this out loud if you can. I am not too much. I am exactly who I need to be. My heart is allowed to feel, to break, and to heal. Let this be your bedtime prayer. Let it carry you into peace. And remember, you are not alone. Every day, more women are awakening to their emotions, embracing their depth, and reclaiming their softness. You are part of something sacred. You are part of the healing. And every time you choose to feel instead of shutting down, you make the world a softer, kinder place for yourself and for others like you. You feel deeply because your soul is alive.